They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Strong. Well, that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. He's to the 15. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. In motion, right goes Hopkins. On 1st down at Stafford. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Buccaneers at 2-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there on third down.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Strong. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making...
Odell Beckham Jr. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. In motion right is Evans. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. To Evans on the slant. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it as they head out on the field for this drive.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I think one of the key words in today's NFL is hybrid. You know, guys who can do more than just what they're asked to do. How about our running back there laying out like a wide receiver and making that catch?
Throwing on first down. Strong. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his second year.
In the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now Stafford. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. In motion right is Hopkins. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Stafford on 1st down.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Evans comes in motion right. Again, it's Stafford. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They snap it to Stafford.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10. Strong.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
In motion right, Evans.
Play action. Stafford sliding out of the pocket. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Well, Stafford going to change it up here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
To throw is Stafford. Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the score.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Yeah, they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. They'll run up the middle with McAllister.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
And the Bucs are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On third down, Strong. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They're going to try and throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll look to throw again. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to throw again. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Strong. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Nice tackle, nice play by Kevin Byard.
Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Strong. Forced out to his left.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
Touchdown!
Cade Otten
from 21 yards away.
And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
On 1st down, Murray. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. In motion right is Evans. Here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. It's caught. Beckham. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
But they picked up. Hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 3rd down and 7. Now it's Stafford. That is intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Stafford now to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Stafford. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now Stafford. That's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead They found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receiver...
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance, you lack